Good evening. Welcome to Speed Force Racing on Monday night. As usual, we have got Division 3, and this week we are around Abu Dhabi. If anybody is in the stream, just let me know that you can hear me. I just know we had a couple of issues last week, so please let me know. So, as the drivers start to come out for their first flying lap, that was a Red Bull, I think, was one of the first ones to come out. Silver Fox. So let's have a quick look at the standings while we wait for everyone to come out. Mr. Mobes, I believe, is top of the leaderboard. He is with 178 points. Good evening, Jude. Here we've already got a Mob supporter in the chat. OWR Carwood in second, 164 points, 14 points behind our friend Mobs. Alex Hogg with 153 and Mr. Wiggles as well with 153. They're your top four. And then OWR Preb and SFR Doran just behind them. So the races are coming thick and fast. We have now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 races left, including this one. So people that need to make a move, fourth downwards, they're going to have to start making a move very soon, as we do see Doran out on his lap. Outlap. Let's get everything on that we need to see. Let's get the track on. Let's get the lap data and the telemetry. Jude, in the chat, if you can hear me, just let me know, just so that I know it's coming through on stream. Stay on board with SFR Doran, who's about to start his flying lap. So here we go, as he gets a good exit out onto the first corner with a tight left-hander. Coming up, lots of invalidations you'll see on this first corner. Doran does take it well. He clips this curb as he comes round to the left, and then it's full throttle all the way down into the left-hand hairpin. Takes that really nicely. So he gets on the power now for 2 long straights and with a chicane in between. We'll see how Doran does take the chicane, whether he takes it in third, takes it in second gear. So comes down full throttle, heavy braking into this tight left hand. Does go down to second. Does he quickly go up to third? He doesn't. It's a good chicane back on the throttle with DRS. ERS overtake on tidy lap so far from the McLaren driver of SFR Doran. We are going to have some laps set by Silver Fox, I believe, and one of the houses. Alex Hogg comes across the line with the 124.6. which is a very respectable time. You'll probably see around the 24.0 if not below. We'll see how we get on. As Doran comes round, it is a tidy lap. Can he make the last corner? Does, takes the apex, lovely. Comes across the line with a 124.5. I say it's in the 124.0s. I could be completely wrong. So we'll go down to our championship leader of John Mobes, who is on a lap at the moment. He's in sector 3. A little bit of VRS left, which he'll use up around these next couple of corners. As he takes this corner nicely, he gets back on the power. He's come across the line with a 123.7. There we go. Already into the 123s. So a really good time. Put a marker down. He's not looking nervous at the moment, being at the top of the leaderboard. As we go further down then, who have we got that's going to come across the line? I don't have my co-coms with me to tell me who it is, but I do know Apex Predator's coming across with a 124.6, puts him up into 4th place. John Mobes and Doran in 1st and 2nd at the moment. We have got Night Creed, who is on a lap. We have got... No, Doran's already finished. Wiggles is on an outlap. stay on board with Zoblu Shot, who is a fast driver. Will be putting in a good time. He's used his deployment though. And he does with a 123.4. 3/10 clear of John Mobes. Zoblu Shot really come on as he started racing in Speed Force Racing, and he's showing a lot more pace than when he first started. So we will probably see him in Division 2 permanently from next season, I would have thought. Night Creed then, a bit of traffic ahead of him, but they do pull off to the side to allow the guy with the fast lap to come through. Comes through the last 3 corners. Can Night Creed set a bit of time? Car's struggling a little bit there. The traction control was really kicking in as he was coming around them corners then. He comes down into 3rd gear. Comes across the line with a 125.1 and does put him 7th place. Have I missed anyone further up the field? I don't. What is Calvid doing? Who's 2nd in the championship at the moment? We've got a yellow flag in Sector 3, I believe that was. Calvid takes the corner in 2nd. Cuts the curb a little bit. Not too much that it kicks your car up in the air, which it can if you catch that curb too much. Down into the 2nd long straight. Not got much ERS in the tank whatsoever, Calvin, so that might hamper him as he comes round into Sector 3. Still got Zoblu Shot first with a 123.4. Mr. Wiggles comes across the line with a 123.7, so that splits John Mobes and Zoblu Shot up. That's a really good time for Mr. Wiggles, who has been whinging, as per usual, that he doesn't like the track. On board then with Energy Dan in Sector 3. He's gearing up for another hot lap, I believe. He does have a bit of traffic behind him though. He does have to be a little bit careful because he has got Salguero. Will have got a bit of a toe off Energy Dan as he comes across the line with a 124.7. Puts himself in 7th place, so we did see Energy Dan coming, so he's not setting another time yet. TV Clan coming through Sector 2 at the moment, down to the first of the 2 long straights. So Energy Dan must have only fuel for 1 flying lap and invalidated, I can only assume, as he comes back into the pits. We'll stay on board then with TV Clan as he goes down into 1st gear. Comes out though nicely. We'll get the DRS, activated DRS on. Looking to set a decent time. A smooth operator comes across the line with a 126.0, putting him in 12th place. Plenty of time to go, another 10 minutes of qualifying before we have our feature race. The TV Clan then coming around the last corner with a 124.0. Very good time from TV Clan, putting him up in 4th place and more importantly knocking SFR Doran down to 5th. So he's on his outlap. He'll be looking to improve on his 124.5. Energy Dan getting straight back out after his, I guess, invalidation should I say, on the last lap. Preb is on a fast lap, so let's go on board with the admin of 43 for his 2nd lap with a 124.9 at the moment as he's coming into Sector 2 now. Looks like he might get a bit of a tow from an Aston Martin. Is he going to pull over to the side? He's not, but he will do as he gets through the chicane, you would hope. So Preb might get a bit of slipstream. He pulls out very quickly to avoid any slipstream. The Aston Martin's not having any of it. As OWR Prep comes around then in Sector 2, his split is nearly 3/10 faster than his first lap. That will put him up potentially only 1 place, 2 places, maybe 3 places. If he can keep this up in Sector 3, it looks tidy as he goes very narrow and he'll probably lose a little bit of time on these 2 corners because of that entry. As we come round, taking it wide into the last corner, currently at a 124.9. He was going faster, and he comes across the line with a 124.3, putting him up into 5th place. That's a good time from Preb. So we know that Doran is out on a fast lap. In fact, he's right at the end of his fast lap, and he will come across the line with a 124.2. Stays 5th position. Doran's struggling for a little bit of pace, it seems, as we then go on board with Energy Dan, who's not set a time yet. He's looking for a bit of slipstream. Is that his teammate? It's not. It's one of the kick salvers, but he'll take it all day long. Will Energy Dan as he comes to the tight chicane, as he goes down into 2nd gear, comes around that corner lovely, clips the curb on the inside, and full throttle on the power. Blue sector 2, we'll see. Oh no, we won't see what his split is because he's not set a time yet. So, have we got anybody else coming across the line? As we see a purple middle sector for Energy Dan. So, and this looks like it could be a fast time. Will he be challenging his teammate of John Mobes up in 3rd place? If he can take this sector nicely. He uses all of the track nicely there, which is good. He comes across with the final 2 corners, currently looking to get around the 124 mark if he can. 123.9, that's a great time, and that puts the 2 Aston Martins 3rd and 4th. Oh, can I catch on a fast lap? Not Preb, he's come in. We've got Alex Hogg going on and out lap, and we have got one of Red Bulls is currently on a lap, so we'll stay on board with Calvin, who's not managed to set a time yet. He must have invalidated his first run. So we've got a yellow flag in sector 3. Looks like one of the Alpines had a bit of an issue. As we're coming through then, Calvin into the left-hander, the swooping left-hander, using all of the track into a tricky sector 3. As we see Calvi come across the line with a 123.6 and does put himself 2nd place. So there is pace from Calvi, who had his connection issues last week, I think it was, which put him down the order, lost some points, so we'll be looking to make up some points on John Mobes, who's currently 2 places up. Energy Dan won't be setting time. Alex Hogg will. Alex Hogg is in then sector 3. He's pretty much used all his ERS. He'll gain a little bit over these next few corners, probably enough to give him a little blast out of the last corner. As we see Alex Hogg coming across line, currently the 124.6, so does need to improve by a good 6/10 if he wants to make an impression on the qualifying results. As he comes across the line with a 124.0, he does move himself up to 7th place. So see, is not on the lap. I think he's just finished the lap, down in 8th place. Oh, we've got Soblu's shot. On a lap in sector 3, I don't think he is, because he's got quite a bit of ERS in the tank there, so he won't be going on a fast lap at the moment. As Wiggles comes in, somebody come out, so I've got something to commentate on, please. Alex Hogg, is he looking to set a time? I don't think he is, because he's also got 70%. Yep, he's not on the lap. Neither's MCFC. So we have a bit of a lull. We do have the championship leader coming out of John Mobes. Aris Aguero, good evening. Nice to see you in the chat. Good to see you out on track. See if we can improve on that 124.7. Get yourself up that leaderboard into that top 10. As we see Alex Hogg coming round. He's definitely not on a lap, but is he coming into the pits? Yeah, he's coming into the pits. we've got the two McLarens that are coming out together. Quite close to each other on track at the moment. Are they? No, they're not. No, they're not. No, I take that back. But we are on board then with Mobs, who's going to set a time. I'm not. I'm going to take that back because I know that our friend Doran's on the lap. He's just short of a 10th up on his time at the moment. Wouldn't make an impression on the qualifying results at the moment, being 2/10 or 10th and a half behind TV Clan, and he pulls up, so he's not setting a time. John Mobs is 10 is 100 down at the moment. Going along nicely. Does only need to find 3/10 if he can. We'll see what his split is in sector 2. It was just slower than his time, so we'll need to make up a bit of time if he's going to go past the likes of Mr. Wiggles in the McLaren, Calvid, Zoblu shot. Indigo, nice to see you in the chat. Hope you're good. Hope you're good. Good to see you here. Drop me a message if you need help, mate, as always. Good to see you here, though. As we get to see then, John Mobs coming through. 4th place at the moment. Needs to get a wiggle on. Needs to get past Mr. Wiggles. There is a 100th difference between Mr. Wiggles and John Mobs at the moment. As we're coming round into sector 3, I didn't see a split as he's coming round, but he takes that curb quite a lot. As he comes around, takes his tight left-hander, will use all of the track as he comes around. The car fighting it a little bit as he comes around. With the final 2 corners to go, comes into the final corner. Can he make an impression on his 123.7? And go past Wiggles. He does get 123.6 and does go ahead. Does go ahead up into 3rd place. So that is a great time from Mr. Mose with his teammate Energy Dan slightly behind in sector 3. Comes across with minimal ERS, which is just how you want it on Abu Dhabi, with not much of a straight coming out into the finishing line. Comes across the line with a massive 123.5 and puts himself 2nd place. That is a great time from Energy Dan. That is a fantastic time from Energy Dan. As you see, Mr. Wiggles is on a lap. He is getting DRS off an Alpine by the looks of it. Now, is this Alpine on a hot lap? Does he notice that he's there? Could this be brilliant for Mr. Wiggles? Is it Apex Predator? He is getting a brilliant toe, but... Oh, is Apex Predator going to get in his way? Now, if Apex Predator is on a fast lap, let's just go down to him. And he's just slower than Mr. Wiggles, and Mr. Wiggles has timed his fast run wrong. His Apex Predator is within his right, although he's now messed up this lap here, so he's not going to improve on the 124.0. Wiggles will feel a bit hard done to. He hasn't got the ERS all the time, for that matter, as that is it. That is everyone now out on a lap will be looking to improve on their time. We've currently got Alex Hogg. Is it Alex Hogg? No, we've got Preb coming across the line. Preb comes across the line with a 123.7, puts himself up into 6th place. We have got a Red Bull coming across the line. Is that Calvin? That is Calvin coming across the line and improves and goes 2nd place. That is a great time from Calbid. We've just got Doran on the track. Doran still setting the time. I think he is. Can he improve? He needs to improve. He's down in 11th place with a 124.1. He needs to find a lot of time. He doesn't. He's coming in. Ladies and gentlemen, that will be your qualifying for Abu Dhabi Division 3 Speed Force Racing. I'm just going to take a break and have a quick drink as the final drivers come into the pit lane. So that is your qualifying for tonight. Let's have a look at the roundup of the results. Zoblu shot in first place with a great lap of 123.4, slowly followed by Cavid, Energy Dan top 3, Mobs, Mr. Wiggles, Preb, TV Clan, EKG, Alex Hogg, and Apex Predator round up your top 10 with a surprise 11th for SFR Dora, Night Creed 12th, Salguero 13th, Silver Fox 14th, and Smooth Operator rounding up your 15 drivers for the night. So really fast qualifying. That worries me for my race tomorrow night in Division 2. Because I can get nowhere near a 123.4, I don't think. So as we wait for the drivers now, then they will be picking their strategies. Will it be a one stop? Will it be a two stop? I think one stop. From what I've been told in the paddock, is possible, but your tyres will be screaming at the end of the first stint. So we might see some drivers doing the two stop, which is quite popular on F125. Compared to last year where it was a guaranteed one stop, and I do prefer it. I think it adds something, especially for us as commentators, to be able to watch out for. Gets the drivers thinking. They'll also be picking their fuel. They may underfuel, depending on how they get around the track. And then that'll be it. We will be away. We have obviously got a dry race around Abu Dhabi. It does not rain around here. So we'll just take a minute's break. So we are still waiting for the drivers to ready up. I'm going to imagine it's anytime soon. Get your predictions in while we wait for the drivers to ready up. Show your support. I know we've got people in for Mobs. In the stream tonight, we've got Jude in, we've got Salguero in the chat as well as racing tonight, saying hello. Keep me company because it doesn't look like we're getting going anytime soon. Wise man told me once to set the front wings on yes, Preb 1, and it only shows me that. What I can tell you about OWR's wings is their wings are always ridiculously low, and I don't know how they do it, but you can guarantee on the straights that they're going to absolutely fly past you, and there's two long ones around Abu Dhabi. So we'll see what the OWR boys do, whether they can handle the tricky sector 3 on the lower wings. Someone's got to ready up and get this race going. Anytime now, prep would be good. As we have now got the drivers coming out, we will be able to see while they're on the formation lap. We are going to get everything set up as usual, and we are going to look at the tyres. Every single driver on the mediums. That is not often that you see every single driver on one tyre. You normally see at least a couple further down the field trying to do something different on the hards, but everyone on mediums. Doesn't change the fact that it might be a one-stop, it might be a two-stop. You see Energy Dan warming up his tyres. Energy Dan used to warm up his tyres by doing exactly that, and he's still doing it. And I'm pretty sure it doesn't help. He might tell you full well that it does, but it definitely doesn't. As that was brilliant timing, that Dan, and I know that there's a delay on the stream, so you didn't even mean to do that. So that was awesome. Yeah, awesome. Don't work. Fantastic. Right. Let's have a look. What are we going to be looking out for then? John Mobs needs to make a move. He didn't want to give up positions to Calvid. Energy Dan up there needs to get a decent result in, and because he had a couple of decent results and then he's had a quiet few weeks, so maybe Abu Dhabi is for him, maybe it's not. We'll see how many penalties he picks up. Doran needs to make a massive move. Wiggles going along nicely in 5th. Maybe he'll battle with the likes of John Mobs and Energy Dan into the first few corners. So if I remember rightly, first place is on the outside. It is. And if it was me, I'd want to be on the outside of turn 1 to try and avoid any incidents. I wouldn't want to be OWR Calvid, who lets go on board with OWR Calvid. The last drivers line up. Smooth operator going a little bit further in his pit box, so we'll be pushed back a little bit because of that as we wait for the lights to come out. 5 lights we're waiting for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Will we get a quick getaway? We want the way, and they're off. That seems to be a really slow getaway from Zoblu's shot, but he does stay in the lead. There's Energy Dan. Oh, and we've got a tangle with John Mobs, who's tangled and gone down to 13th. He was near his teammate and Mr. Wiggles, I believe. That is dangerous as we... Oh, no, that is horrific. As we see, then everybody else starting to settle a little bit. So Blue Shot stays in first. We've got positions all over the place down here. Swapping and changing as we come down the long straight. As we see Energy Dan and TV Clan. And Energy Dan gets in front into the chicane. Right behind Mr. Wiggles. Doran making a move up to 6th from 11th place. And he is being caught by the Kick Sauber. The Alpines having a look on the outside. Doran keeps his position up into 6th place. Energy Dan in 4th. Mr. Wiggles moved himself up. Let's have a look at the position changes. As Mr. Wiggles will see, up 2 places at the moment. Energy Dan losing out on 1 place. But our biggest winner at the moment is SFR Doran, and really unfortunately for Mobs, who's made up a couple of positions, is down in 11th place and has lost 7 places. As Zoblu Shot comes across the line then with a fastest lap, considering we've only done 1 lap, and Calvin is over a second behind Zoblu Shot already, so that'll lose him out on the DRS. Mr. Wiggles is just inside the DRS detection zone, so he needs to make sure he stays in there because he could capitalise with Calvin not having DRS. As we see TV Clan right on the back of Energy Dan. Energy Dan does not have DRS, but we'll see as his wing opens of TV Clan. He's going to try and make a move. He's going to get the move done. Oh, we need to be careful there as TV Clan goes off. We'll have I'm sure we'll have a little look at that after. As we see who else is looking to make a move. Mr. Wiggles on the back of Carvid, who's not got the DRS. EKG just behind Alex Hogg. Threatening the move. Apex Predator behind Oliver Preb, but he's in a bit of a train up to Energy Dan. So we'll now see Doran, who's up 6 places, up into 5th place, now looking to attack Energy Dan. And if he can get a good exit here, stay close to him, wait for the the 2 long straights coming up in sector 2. He'll look to make what could be an easy move on Energy Dan. Mr. Wiggles, let's go back up to Mr. Wiggles, who is all over the back of Carvid. And again, hopefully this should be, for Wiggles' sake, a easy overtake. Depending on the wings, we've talked about OWR's wings, it doesn't look like this is the case, as Mr. Wiggles is going to make that done very, very easily. We won't see Doran get a move done on Energy Dan. Is Energy Dan running really low wings possibly? But he does make it up here. He'll get another bout of DRS as he comes round. It is not as long though. You're not going to make as many moves around this straight. As we see Doran not making an impression on Energy Dan's pace, and is even with the DRS struggling to get in front of him. As we see Apex Predator battling alongside OWR Preb. OWR Preb takes the position at the moment, still in 1st place. He's in a kicks out sandwich with the OWR Alex Hogg right behind him. We'll keep an eye on the leaders up at the front, but this does look like a really good battle. Apex Predator is going along nicely, up 3 positions, up into 7th place. And I'm just going to take a breath. Jamie, if you're still listening, I don't know how you do it on your own. For an hour and a half, my voice is already nearly spent. As you see, Apex Predator then losing out a little bit of time there, still within the DRS though. As we see the closest driver is, I'm going to quickly go up, is OWR Calvid on the back of Mr. Wiggles. Mr. Wiggles has made a move. He must have made a move on OWR Calvid. He did make a move, we saw that, and he's going to make the same move on the same straight, just a little bit later than what Mr. Wiggles did. But Mr. Wiggles should have DRS now. As we watch him come out, I don't think he's going to exit his Calvin. He does get the DRS though. He come round again, probably won't get the move done. As we see, smooth operator retired. We've got a caution in sector 3. Hopefully that's just retiring in the pits. It looks like it is. Smooth operator, that's unfortunate. Gets off back next week. Can't remember where we are next week. Japan, I think, maybe. Back to the matter in hand, which is Abu Dhabi. Monday night Speed Force Racing Division 3. Mr. Wiggles in the McLaren, currently in 3rd place, looking to get a move done as soon as possible on Calvid. If he is doing a one-stop though, he might be a little bit wary of his tyres. But if he can get past Calvid, he can possibly try and attack Zoblu's shot, who's now 1.7 seconds clear. So he's racing away in 1st place at the moment. Who have we got? Apex Predator, EKG, Alex Hogg has gone onto the grass, so he's losing out on loads of positions. John Moe's back up to 9th place after dropping to 13th on the first corner after an incident. So going along nicely. Mr. Wiggles, let's go back up, has just got back in front of Calvid on the same straight as they keep overtaking each other at the moment. Looks like Calvid just lost his back end a little bit there, so that'll lose him time. He's going to try and get the move done though. He's going around the outside of Mr. Wiggles. He's trying to cut the corner off. He's going to lose out there as Mr. Wiggles does come round. And he's fighting it back. He's on the inside line. Mr. Wiggles is great driving from both. As we can see on the broadcast graphics, that is Calvin now in the lead. Mr. Wiggles right behind him. He's not going to get the move done here. Just needs to be a little bit patient now. Save that ERS. Save that ERS. Save them tyres. Wait for the next opportunity on the DRS straight. Meanwhile, it does have to be wary that Energy Dan is just a couple of seconds behind him. With SFR Doran still breathing down his neck. And as we can see there, 5 drivers behind that. All coming through. Chasing down Energy Dan. Energy Dan must be absolutely papping himself right now. Just hanging on his 5-lap-old mediums. Get his Speedy Gonzalez mode out. He needs to get a move on. As Mr. Wiggles and WR Calvin are really fighting. We see the tangling there. The driver putting his hand up, asking what's going on. Wiggles will stay in the lead, but we'll see Calvin overtaking into the second. Oh, we won. We will now. And we'll see Calvin get the move done. Calvin's got 3-second penalty. I have not seen that. If that's just happened, that is going to hamper Calvin in his fight for top 2. Probably looking unlikely for top 3 at the moment. Mr. Wiggles will be loving that 3-second penalty. With Energy Dan also just within 3 seconds of Calvin, so will jump up into the podium positions at the moment. But still a lot of laps left. My God, there's still 23 laps left. How am I going to do this? As we see a caution in sector 2 of the Haas. I'm going to say that is TV Clan down in sector 2. Now in sector 3, we've got Mr. Wiggles on the back of Calvin. Even though he's got a 3-second penalty, will need to get a move done because you don't know what's going to happen later on in the race. So if you can get the move done, you want to get it done as early as possible. Probably wait for the second DRS straight. Because we've seen now a couple of times overtake on the first and overtake back on the second. As Calvin tries to lose the slipstream of Mr. Wiggles. Mr. Wiggles isn't pushing it right now. Needs a good entry into the chicane. It does look a good entry because he's nice and wide and will now be able to put the foot down. This will potentially be an overtake for Mr. Wiggles. He'll be draining that ERS. He is draining that ERS. So we see Calvin. He's also draining his ERS as well. And we've still got battling. We've got Mr. Wiggles up into second place. Mr. Energy Dan will be loving this. As we see, he's now only 1.9 seconds, 2 seconds behind Calvin. So he's now making up time on second and third place. Meanwhile, Sobby shot in first place. Just having a cup of tea as he goes around, having a couple of laps. Not really under any pressure whatsoever at the moment, but we do know all this can change. As we see another yellow flag for the Haas in the exact same corner. So TV Clan struggling with that swooping left-hander after the long straight. As we see then, Mr. Wiggles in second place. Calvin losing momentum. Energy Dan gaining some time there. And Doran starting in 11th place, up into 5th place. Ahead of teammate of Mobs, who's down to 13th as he pitted. He's pitting now, that's why he's 13th. Going on to the hard tyres, so he will be doing a 2-stop. That is pretty much Mobs confirmed for a 2-stop. Trying something to get himself back up with that unfortunate incident on turn 1, lap 1, which put him down to 13th place. As we see, I'm just going to go on board with Doran. I was going to say I'm going to have a quick drinks break, but everybody's right next to each other. Apex Predator right behind MCFC, who's up in 7th place, having a good race. Preb, the kick salva in 6th with Doran in 5th. All them drivers chasing down Energy Dan, who can't keep up with the likes of Calvin and Mr. Wiggles at the moment. Well, can keep up, but not making any dent on the time gap at the moment. So I'm just going to have a really quick drinks break as we see all the way Carwood's pitting. We have now got the pits. I won't have a drinks break just yet. We'll wait for these pit stops to go through. We've got Mr. Wiggle staying out, OWR Prep staying out, MCFC staying out. We've got Zoblu's Shot going on the softs. Zoblu's Shot onto the softs, so that is a definite. That's Apex Predator onto the softs as well. That's a definite 2-stop. Will the likes of Energy Dan? No, he's in as well. He's onto the hards. So I would dare say that's a 2-stop. Can he take the hards? 20 laps, 21 laps, possibly. Maybe, I doubt it. As we see, who else we got? MCFC could get a move done on Preb. So our first pit stop from the top 5 was Calvit, who's now onto the hards, chasing down Apex Predator on softs. So we'll be getting good exits out of the chicane. And potentially, look at this, might get a bit of DRS. Probably won't get DRS right now. Zoblu's Shot gets a 3-second time penalty. That is first place with a 3-second time penalty. That means Mr. Wiggles, who's not got a time penalty, will love that when he sees it after he picks. He won't know at the moment unless he's listening to the stream, but that is Zoblu's Shot with a 3-second time penalty. As Mr. Wiggles does pit. MCFC is staying out. MCFC staying out, Preb and Silver Fox all pit. So let's look at the stops. 4 drivers left to pit. Everybody else pitting. We'll see Zoblu's Shot does go back into first place, and Mr. Wiggles is still just coming out. He has lost quite a bit of time. As we see the split as he actually gets out of the pits. 3.3.8. He has lost nearly nearly a second. I think he lost. I think it was 2.8 ahead with Zoblu's Shot, but he does have a 3-second time penalty. Energy Dan just behind Mr. Wiggles. Did he get DRS? Yes, he did. We'll be making a dent onto Mr. Wiggles with Doran also one stopping and now out of DRS of Energy Dan. And then Cub become a victim to John Mobes, who's up into 6th place, made the earlier pit stop than everybody else, which has done him well because he's now back up to 6 after he started in. As we look at the position changes, so he started in 4th place. He's only, I say only because he had a big incident, only down to 6th place, so going along really nicely. As we probably will see MCFC, he doesn't, he's staying out, he's doing a 1-stopper. This could be a really good play from MCFC if everybody else wants to pit, and if there's potential that everybody else pits. Could MCFC take it one more lap, pit onto a fresh set of hards, take the hards there? He could be looking for a top 5 position, could MCFC, if he can keep them tyres fresh. As we see, Energy Dan still down in 4th place, trying to get within DRS of Mr. Wiggles. And I am just going to take a quick drinks break. Okay, so we have got MTFC has now blinked and has come into the pits to put on a set of set of medium tyres. So he's doing a guaranteed 2-stop now because he started on the mediums. That is really strange from MTFC. I would have expected fresh hards and push them to the end, but we won't see that. As we see, Mr. Wiggles is still 3.8, came out 3.8 behind Zoblushot, is still 3.8 behind. So Zoblushot not making use of them soft tyres, which will die off within 4 to 5 laps. Already 3 laps in, so Mr. Wiggles should now, in the next lap, so start making a move on Zoblushot's 3.8 time difference. As we see, John Mobes going ahead of SFR Doran, Calvi going ahead of Apex Predator, and Doran losing out to Mobes, who's on them 1 lap older tyres, but will be nice and warm. Will be probably in the peak at the moment for Mr. Mobes, taking advantage of that early pit stop, back up into 4th place behind his teammate in 3rd. As we see then, Doran with the DRS on John Mobes. John Mobes doesn't have DRS. 50% ERS for Doran. Mr. Mobes, who's well known to have good ERS management, is not got as much as Doran. As Doran, we see, didn't use it then because he's gained and gone back up to 60%. As he saved it to make a move here. This is where John Mobes made a move on him. In the last lap, he's used DRS and if he doesn't get it done. As we see Mobes there, he's on 46%, Doran on 49%, pretty much even, and we will see more battles between the bald-headed beauty of John Mobes and the scouser that robs socks off washing lines, SFR Doran. I don't know if he robs socks off washing lines, probably does, but disclaimer, he might not do. As we see Doran going very closely behind John Mobes. Mr. Wiggles now 0.7. I'm not sure what's happened to Zoblushot. I don't know if them tyres are completely gone, but Mr. Wiggles is now within DRS range. He was 3.8 seconds last time we came to him. So I'm going to assume that Zoblushot has lost his tyres a little bit there. Mr. Wiggles not going to get the move done there with 46% ERS, looking the better of the two compared to Zoblushot. As he gets a really, really good exit, does Mr. Wiggles out of there. Will get the DRS, will get the ERS. He will pull over now. He doesn't take as much slipstream as he could have done. As we see him come around the corner, he will get the move done. That will be a nice move done by Mr. Wiggles, who's got 2 drivers behind him. Mr. SFR Energy Dan's got a 3-second time penalty. That's his first 3 seconds, I believe. Yes, it is. So Mr. Wiggles has got 2 drivers behind him, all with penalties. And the nearest driver to him is 1.5 seconds back from them. If we just have a quick look at the leader, Doran is currently 4.5 seconds clear of Mr. Wiggles. So effectively, that is the closest driver to Mr. Wiggles at the moment. As we see, Zoblushot is in the pits. He's got rid of them softs. I'm not sure that was the right idea to go onto the softs. Energy Dan going along nicely then. 3.3 seconds behind Mr. Wiggles, essentially 6.3. With a time penalty, Doran 4.5 seconds behind, not making any movement at the moment. We have got Zoblushot's just coming out of the pits now, down in 11th place. Where's Mr. Mobes? Mr. Mobes, we've got him here, is on his 7-lap-old mediums. Will be pitting again. I would probably say in the next couple of laps. to take some hard tyres all the way to the end. Maybe some mediums. We've seen MCFC being able to take the mediums 11-12 laps, so it is possible. And that is our closest battle at the moment. We have got Calvid just sitting behind John Mobes at the moment. But with a 3-second penalty. John Mobes will know that, but he will want to keep him behind for as long as he can. He won't want to let him get ahead and pull 3 seconds ahead. As we see a yellow flag in sector 3. Yeah, it looks like that might be Alex Hogg. Oh, so we see Alex Hogg now trying to correct the car who goes into the barrier. Have we got a yellow safety car? I don't think we do. We are back and racing with Doran now right behind Energy Dan. Will have the DRS. Will have the DRS. Making no impression on his time, as we saw earlier in the race. SFR Doran's wings are obviously a lot higher than his league friend of SFR Energy Dan. So Dan going along nicely. Mr. Wiggles will be loving this at the moment. Essentially 6 seconds. Well, no, 1.3 seconds clear. Sorry, 4.3 seconds clear of SFR Doran at the moment. So Mr. Wiggles going along really nicely, can potentially nurse them tyres and take them 19 laps, possible. We have not seen much movement over the last few laps. We do have Calvid chasing down John Mobes. He's going to have the DRS. This is going to be the best chance he's got. He doesn't have any ERS. And look at John Mobes with 87%. You will be hard pressed to find anyone anywhere near 85%. You see Mr. Wiggles with 49. He's coasting along nicely in first. Still with 60% John Mobes. But it is being chased still, even with the low ERS, by OWR Calvid. Won't get a move done on lap 17 of 29. He'll have to just bide his time a little bit, as will SFR Doran up in third place, looking to get ahead, even with the 3-second time penalty of Energy Dan, looking to get ahead, because you never know. SFR Doran could pick up himself a 3-second time penalty, so it's not a banker that he stays ahead of Energy Dan at the moment, with 12 laps left to go. We go down to our friend Salguero, who is on the back of Night Creed. As we see him battling in sector 3, the Ferrari will just edge ahead a little bit. If Salguero can time this nicely, get on the throttle nicely over the finish line, keep within DRS through sector 1 and then make an attack in sector 2. We've got a yellow flag in sector 3, that is the Kick Sauber. That's the Kick Sauber of Alex Hogg. I think that was in exactly the same place it was last time. As we see, that will clear in a second. There we go. We're back to full racing. As we have Salguero is within DRS of the Ferrari of Night Creed. Does get the DRS, although falls out of that 1 second. Then back up, as you see, 8 tenths, and just going to have to pop up to Energy John Mobes, who's fighting with OWR Calvid. Calvid's got that move done, and that puts Calvid up to 4th and Mobes down to 5th. Again, 3-second time penalty for Calvid. John Mobes will be aware. Are we going to see any pit stops? Or are we going to see people take these hards all the way to the end? Excuse me. As we see, Energy Dan has blinked again. He's blinked first. He's in. He's going to change on to the hard tyres. Jumps on to 10 more laps of hard tyres. First one to make a move, which puts Mob back up to 4th. And Doran and Wiggles, the two McLarens, 1 and 2 at the moment. Potentially you could see Mr. Wiggles go all the way to the end. I think you might see the likes of Doran and Calvi both pit in the next lap. So while that's happening, you will have the likes of Energy Dan now with DRS as well, so he'll be making up time. He's got the DRS on Silver Fox. Good healthy amount of ERS, 54%. He's coming along. He'll be getting a tow with the DRS, with the slipstream into the chicane. Doesn't want to be held up by Silver Fox, who is on the 9 lap old hards. So he'll get the DRS. He'll pump the ERS to get in front. He doesn't even need to put on the ERS to get in front. But will now be faced with the traffic of Zoblu Shot, who they both have a 3-second time penalty. Zoblu Shot goes off. Energy Dan going out onto the outside gets that move done very easily. It looks like Zoblu Shot struggling just a little bit after his really fast qualifying, and sees Energy Dan back up in another position, and will be making time on the guys in front that yet need to pit. If they're going to pit at all, he's now almost within DRS of OWR Preb. As we see MCFC and John Mobes also in the pits. Will we see John Mobes come out? He does come out on the hard tyres again. So 9 laps on the hards for John Mobes. You see Energy Dan's already gone past in Sector 1. 2 McLarens yet to pit. The Red Bull yet to pit, and the Kick Sauber still going strong, but will be attacked by Energy Dan. Into this one, I would assume. Both similar ERS. Neither seem to be using it at the moment. It's a game of cat and mouse. Who's going to come out on top as we get to the second long straight? Get a good exit from Dan with the DRS now open, with the ERS not being used too much. He's not going to get the move done. He might get the move done. Preb's noticed that he's using his ERS. Energy Dan does get that move done. Lap 20 or 29. Energy Dan up to 4th. Needs to get a move on. They're still battling. Preb's behind him. Is he going to go on the inside? He's not. He's going to be patient. Wait behind. Energy Dan needs to get a move on. Gets 3 seconds ahead of the person behind him, being Prep. As we see Calvid pitting. All the top 3 have now pitted. And will Energy Dan, because of that, come out in first place? He does not. No, Mr. Wiggles is 4.5 seconds clear of Energy Dan. Mr. Wiggles coming out on the medium tyres, with the guys behind him coming out onto the hard tyres. Doran down in 7th place on the fresh mediums. So if it looks like the only person ahead of him now that needs to pit is Preb, if he pits at all. So Doran currently down in 7th place. And Mobes, great comeback drive for the Aston Martin driver after that lap 1 incident. We've got a yellow flag in Sector 1. It looks like a has. Zoblu's Shot is DNF'd and out of the race. We've still got a yellow flag. Is this now a safety car? It doesn't look like it. It looks like they're still going full pelt around here. Safety car's not being called, but Zoblu's Shot is out of the race. He is out of the race, which now means that Mr. Wiggles has got 6.8 seconds behind his nearest competitor. So we're looking very comfortable now for first place. As we see, John Mobs is going to get a move done on Apex Predator. He does into the just before the first corner, which you don't see many overtakes there. Comes across the line, no penalties for Mobs, so that will do him well when battling with his teammate of Energy Dan, who is currently 2.2 seconds behind at the moment. Or ahead, should I say. So I've been talking on mute for ages, so we're back now, and it was amazing commentary. Should have heard it. John Mobs in third place. 1.1 seconds behind Energy Dan. Doesn't need to worry about that with Energy Dan having a 3-second time penalty. Mr. Wiggles now nearly 8 seconds clear of second place. MCFC down in fourth place. I was on mute for the OWR Coward and SFR Doran incident. I'm sure we'll see that in stewards after the race. I don't know who was at fault, but I'm sure the drivers' points of view that get submitted after will show who was at fault, if anybody. So we see Mob's not needing to make a move. He knows it with 4 laps to go. He's not going to catch Mr. Wiggles, even if he does get ahead of him. The four drivers behind Mobes have all got 3-second penalties. So Mobes will be putting his feet up a little bit over the next 4 or 5 laps. So yeah, really unfortunate for Doran. Is now down in 11th place on the soft tyres. Unfortunately, you don't get a point for fastest lap anymore. So he won't even be able to take a point, an extra point, should I say, that way. Have we got anything else to shout about at the moment? We've got MCFC fighting with John Mobes. Get a good exit out of here. We have seen John Mobes make a move on somebody earlier on in the race on this straight here. Won't see the move done, as MCC might just outbrake himself a little bit, which will be to his detriment coming out of this corner. As we see John Mobes going along nicely, still within DRS range of his teammate Energy Dan. I dare say Energy Dan will now just be pulling John Mobes along. As we see again, MCFC outbreaking himself and losing time to John Mobes because of it. Will still get the DRS though, with 4 laps remaining. Night Creed just on the back of Salguero, probably not going to make a move. Looks to be a few clouds up in the sky up there. Doubt we're going to see rain, but you never know. As we've got a yellow flag in Sector 3 at the end. Doran losing a position now to Alex Hogg. Did he get his wing changed? He did. He's losing out on time to Alex Hogg now as well. As we see Doran go for a spin. Just needs to finish the race now. You will still get points down to 13th place. With all drivers in Speed Force Racing picking up points regardless of where they finish on the grid, as long as they finish. Night Creed then. Still on the back of RS Salguero, our Portuguese driver in Speed Force Racing. Not going to make a move just there. We're not going to see John Mobes make any moves on Energy Dan. 3 laps to go. MCFC right behind John Mobes. Could potentially try to go for a move. You never know whether John Mobes is going to pick up a 3-second time penalty himself. So his teammate Energy Dan needs to help him along now, keep him within DRS, just pull John Mobes along, but we do see the difference in ERS and the masterclass of ERS saving from John Mobes with 80% battery compared to the likes of MCFC in 16%, and his teammate Energy Dan up 20%. He's not going to get a move done, is he? He's not going to do it. Is he going to do it for the cameras? Is he going to do it for the cameras? He's not. Has he got another yellow flag? We'll go back to full racing again. So no changes. We have now got Wiggles 9 seconds clear of the rest of the field, who was moaning before the race that he wasn't fast enough and was going to lose time on everyone. So yeah, that's aged well, isn't it, Wiggles? 9 seconds clear. Maybe we'll see you in Div 2 next season as well. As we see Salguero and Night Creed still fighting each other. Couple attempts in it, now down to 4 attempts. 2 laps to go. Will we see Salguero get a move done on Night Creed for the cameras? Here we go. Gets the move done on the first straight, up into 8th place. Oh, Night Creed comes back with a late break in. We'll do the switchback. And it'll work out lovely for Salguero. Well, that he'll get the DRS. That will put him ahead of Night Creed up into 8th place. They will probably still battle right through to the last few corners as Mr. Wiggles is now on his last lap. We are on lap 29 of 29. We are now 9.2 seconds clear of Energy Dan. And the two Aston Martin drivers having a great race, starting in 3rd and 4th at the start of the race, up to 2nd and 3rd. The guys that are losing out from today are the likes of Zoblu Shot, who's down 13 places and out of the race. We have got Doran, who albeit did start in 11th, got himself up to 5th place and is now back down to 12th after that incident with OWR Coward. Our other big winners of the night, EKG up 4, Apex Predator up 4, and Salguero up 5 positions. So we are on the last lap. We will go on board with Mr. Wiggles as he takes us through Sector 3 and will finish this race in 1st place, barring any major spin coming around the last 2 corners. As we see him just nurse them tyres, 2 corners to go. The McLaren, needing a big result tonight, as we said before the race, has picked up a really big result in 1st place, comes across the line for the race victory round Abu Dhabi for Division 3. And Mr. Energy Dan, I don't know why I keep calling him Mr. Energy Dan, is coming round in 2nd place, which will put him down to 3rd with the 3-second penalty. So his teammate of John Mobes will take 2nd place. MCFC with a great race in 4th, Calvin in 5th, Apex Predator 6th, Preb struggling to come across the line. He is on the 19 lap old hard, so he did do the 1 stop, comes across the line in 7th place. Night Creed will take a very, very respectable 8th place. Salguero down in 9th, Silver Fox 10th. TV Clan having a couple of spins earlier will come across the line in 11th place. As we see, Oliver Cabbage already left the session. He's not happy with his race tonight. TV Clan in 11th place, Alex Hogg and SFR Doran will come across the line last to finish off our Division 3 race around Abu Dhabi on this wonderful Monday night. We'll run through the final grid in just a moment. As we see Alex Hogg spinning out. He's not finished the race yet. It will come across the line any moment now. Doran spinning out as well in the last corner. Will be frustrated with the race tonight. I'm sure that won't be the last that we hear of that incident. So that is your race for tonight. Well done, Mr. Wiggles, with a massive time difference of 9 seconds to 2nd place. As we run through the final grid then. Mr. Wiggles in 1st, John Mobes in 2nd, Energy Dan 3rd, MCFC 4th, Carver 5th, Predator 6th, Preb 7th, Night Creed 8th, Salguero 9th, Silver Fox 10th, TV Clan 11th, Alex Hogg 12th, SFR Down 13th, and 2 DNFs of Zoblu Shot and Smooth Operator. Your driver for the day, I don't think it's going to be unexpected, is Mr. Wiggles, who came across the line 10.5 seconds clear of John Mobes. That is your race for Division 3. I'm going to leave you with that. I've been SFR Keith. We'll be back tomorrow night for Division 2, same time, 7:30. I hope you've enjoyed it. Good night.